Hello everyone. I am Jenica Aloasi Pareja, a senior high school teacher of Pau Excelencia Global Academy Foundation Incorporated, located in Poblacion, Toledo City. As an educator, I've seen firsthand how learning is evolving in today's digital age. Technology has transformed how students access information, interact with content, and even how they are assessed. Today, I'll be sharing insights from the PISA 2025 Learning in the Digital World Assessment Framework and why assessment in the digital age matters more than ever. My presentation is entitled Learning and Assessment in the Digital Age. Have you ever thought about how much technology has changed the way we learn? How has technology changed the way we learn? We went from textbooks to interactive tools, from memorization to problem solving, and then also in general, from passive learning to active learning. Years ago, students relied on textbooks, lectures, and handwritten notes. Today, learning happens through interactive videos, simulations, and online platforms. This shift is not just about convenience, it's about how technology is shaping the way we think, problem solve, and apply knowledge. We came from passive to active learning, just what I've mentioned a while ago. From traditional ones, lectures, rote memorization, textbooks, to modern ones, which involves simulations, coding, inquiry based learning. Education is moving from simply memorizing information to actually applying and creating knowledge. Traditional learning focused on lectures and reading about concepts, while modern education, emphasizes hands on experiences, problem solving, and inquiry based learning more on rather than the what. It focuses on the how and why, more on higher order thinking skills questions. For example, instead of just reading about the water cycle, students can now simulate it through interactive models and real time or real life experiments. How does technology enhances our learning? First we have computational thinking. It involves solving problems step by step, and then we have simulations, testing ideas in a virtual environment, or it's like mock-up. The next is we have, with the continuous advances in our technology, we now have AI and interactive learning. It's like receiving personalized feedback. Mainly, the role of digital tools in learning is that technology allows our students, our learners, to explore, create, and solve real world problems. Computational thinking, breaking down complex tasks into smaller ones. And then logical steps is one of the most important skills in this digital age. Tools like coding, platforms, AI powered feedback, and virtual labs help students think critically and engage with content more deeply. As educators, why should our assessment needs to evolve? The purpose of modern assessment is that traditional assessments measure memory recall, while modern assessments, measure problem solving and a student's adaptability. With the shift in learning, assessment also needs to change. In the past, assessments focused on recalling facts through multiple choice tests. But in the digital age, assessment must measure how well students can analyze, create, and solve problems. The real challenge is, how do we assess learning in the digital age? Or like, how do we assess learning in ways that reflect real world skills? What is PISA 2025 measuring? PISA means Program for International Student Assessment. This is a global test for students. Computational problem solving, it uses technology to solve problems, and then self regulated learning, where managing one's learning process. So, PISA 2025 basically introduces a modern way of assessing learning. It focuses on two key areas. First, computational problem solving, how well students use digital tools to think logically and solve problems. Second, self regulated learning, like how students manage their own learning process. So, this ensures that we are measuring not just knowledge, but also adaptability and critical thinking in a technologically driven or in a technologically advanced world. So we might ask, like, is technology a guarantee for instant learning success, or like, does more technology always mean better learning? So for me, not necessarily. Why? It's because not all digital learning is effective, and overuse can be distracting, and that the quality of technology use matters more than the quantity. So studies show that students who use digital tools too frequently or too often without proper guidance often perform worse. So this tells us that it's not just about having technology, but how we use it. The focus should be on quality, not just quantity. So, what have we learned today? So, first, learning must be active, not passive. Next, technology is a tool, not a replacement for thinking. And then, assessment must measure real world or real life skills. So, to sum it up, learning is shifting from passive memorization to active problem solving. Then technology can enhance our learning, but only if used thoughtfully. And most importantly, assessment should measure real world skills like adaptability and critical thinking, not just memorization skills. So these are the skills that will truly prepare our students, our learners for the future. So, as educators, as nation builders, or as the person who they said with the noblest profession, being a teacher, we should ask ourselves this question: how can we use technology effectively without letting it distract us? So we should, or let's just say, let's embrace the digital era, but always remember technology is a tool, not a substitute for critical thinking and creativity. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for listening.